The Los Angeles Lakers have pulled off a jaw-dropping move that has the entire NBA buzzing. Imagine the moment when a player you thought was destined for a rival team suddenly dons the purple and gold. Well, that's exactly what happened at the trade deadline as the Lakers snagged a game-changing center who'll perfectly complement our superstar duo. This acquisition not only strengthens our roster but sends a clear message to the league. We're not just contenders, we're going for it all. Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss the details of this blockbuster deal that could redefine our season. If you're as hyped as I am, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button to keep up with all the latest Lakers news. What a whirlwind it has been for the Los Angeles Lakers at this trade deadline. Just when we thought the team was settling into a groove, they've pulled off a stunning acquisition that has left fans buzzing. The Lakers managed to snag Luka Doncic, a player many of us were dreaming about, but that's not all. In a move that caught everyone off guard, they also brought in Mark Williams from the Charlotte Hornets. And let me tell you, that has significant implications for our future. Now let's be honest. This trade deadline has been a real mixed bag for the league. While other teams were busy making major moves, the Phoenix Suns, with their sights set on players like Jimmy Butler, were left in the dust. Instead, Butler found his way to the Golden State Warriors, and De'Aaron Fox has already made an impact in San Antonio. But here we are, with the Lakers seemingly reaping the rewards while the Suns are left reflecting on missed opportunities. The acquisition of Mark Williams is particularly noteworthy. At just 23 years old, he brings an athleticism and physicality that we desperately need in the front court. Imagine him alongside Doncic and LeBron James, mopping up those defensive lapses we've seen all season. Sure, he's had his share of injuries, which raises some eyebrows. But when he's on the court, he has the potential to be a game-changer. One can only wonder how the Suns would have utilized him if they had managed to land him instead of us. What really stings, though, is how the Lakers managed to pull this off. The Hornets were clearly in a position to deal, having already made trades with the Suns, and yet the Lakers swooped in and took Williams off their hands. The Hornets received rookie Dalton Knecht, who, while promising, is already the same age as Williams. They also snagged Cam Reddish, a player many thought would be a star by now, but hasn't quite found his rhythm. On top of that, they received a pick swap in 2030 and an unprotected first-round pick in 2031. This is the same pick the Suns broke apart to send Jusuf Nurkic to Charlotte. It feels like a real slap in the face that the Lakers managed to turn that into a starting center. Now don't get me wrong. Getting Luka Doncic was a monumental win. But when you think about what the Lakers gave up, some intriguing young talent and future picks, it's hard not to feel a mix of excitement and disbelief. Could this package have been included in a deal for Doncic? Even if it had, would it have made a difference? It's a tough question, and honestly, I'm torn. Are we really heading in the right direction? As we look ahead to the remainder of the regular season, the pressure is on. The Suns have now moved on from Nurkic, but their center rotation is still lacking. We've seen the struggles across their roster, and while we're reveling in our recent success, it's worth considering how these moves impact not just our team, but the entire landscape of the Western Conference. With Bradley Beal still hanging around in Phoenix, the Suns have their own challenges to navigate. The NBA trade deadline has come and gone, and as a passionate fan of the Los Angeles Lakers, I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and anticipation as we look ahead. The Lakers have made some significant moves, welcoming Luka Doncic and Mark Williams to the squad, which definitely brings a new energy and championship potential. But with every trade deadline, there are always lingering questions and opportunities that arise, especially regarding buyouts. One name that's recently popped up as a potential buyout candidate is none other than D'Angelo Russell, a player we're all too familiar with from his time in Los Angeles. Now, let's be honest here. Russell has had his ups and downs with the Lakers. He was drafted second overall in 2015 and at times dazzled us with his offensive skills. But he also faced heavy criticism, especially when it came to the playoffs. His trade to the Brooklyn Nets back in December was something many fans had wished for. And now, with the Nets in a bit of a tanking situation, it seems they might be looking to buy him out. The Athletic's John Hollinger recently listed Russell as the second most likely buyout candidate, and that raises a lot of interesting questions. Hollinger pointed out that Russell is helping a tanking team win just enough to raise eyebrows, which leads me to wonder, will the Nets look to give him a fresh start? His averages of 14.2 points, 6.1 assists, and 2.9 rebounds since joining the Nets show he still has something to offer, even if his shooting percentages leave a bit to be desired. What excites me is the possibility of Russell finding a new home with a contender. He seems to thrive when he's not the focal point. His true shooting percentage is better off the bench than as a starter. Maybe he's better suited as a sixth man on a team that already has a solid primary point guard in place. With the Lakers in a position to chase a championship, could Russell be the kind of player we need coming off the bench to provide that spark? As we look at the Lakers' current position, they have the sixth best odds to win the 2024-25 NBA Finals according to FanDuel Sportsbook. That's promising, but the road to the title is never easy. The decisions made now will ripple into the playoffs, and adding a player like D'Angelo Russell could provide depth, especially as we approach the crucial final stretch of the season. But I can't help but feel torn about the potential of Russell returning. On one hand, he has the talent to contribute, and he knows what it means to wear the purple and gold. But on the other hand, can we trust him to perform when it matters? The memories of his playoff struggles haunt me, and I know I'm not alone in this sentiment. And you? What do you think? Is bringing Russell back a smart move, or should the Lakers look elsewhere? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you believe he can be a valuable asset to our playoff push, or are we better off without him? The debate about Russell's potential return adds another layer of excitement and uncertainty to our journey toward the postseason. As we gear up for the last stretch of the season, it's crucial for us as fans to stay engaged and invested in these discussions. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel to keep up with all the latest Lakers news and updates. And be sure to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Let's rally behind our team and see where this journey takes us.